I just wanted to make this video in the hope of helping other people who are being pursued by companies such as Lowell's debt collection. Companies like Lowell's, they appear to buy up lots of old debt which original companies couldn't claim or couldn't get the money. They buy these debts on, and then they think they'll have a go. And what they do, they use associated companies to offer you lots of discounts first of all, because they think, well, we're going to find this very hard to enforce. So let's see if we offer them a discount. This will be something. So I've had letters saying that this £600 debt, I can pay a lot less if I'm willing to settle right now. And they've sent me umpteen letters offering me all kinds of discounts, and which I've just basically binned because I know that this is an old debt, statute barred. It's more than 6 years since any contact in writing with the company, and more than 6 years from any payment to the account. So I know absolutely this amount of money is completely unenforceable. So but I'm quite happy to let these people keep sending me lots of letters and go into court and do all these other things, because it costs them money every single time, and as far as I'm concerned, that's a result. So they said they're going to contact their company BW Legal, their litigation partner, who magically send me a letter on the very same day saying now my debt is estimated to be £965.41, because they're adding on interest and court fees and solicitors costs. Well, again, I know this is a statute barred debt. They cannot enforce it by law. So I think, well, let's play them at their silly game. So I then get another letter with more scares and threats that I might have an attachment of earnings or a charging order against the property, or attending court, all these kind of things. Again, unenforceable debt. The balance due is now £827.76. I don't know how they, how they make these numbers up. They seem to just change day by day. They pluck a number out of the air, I think. So I thought, well, let's have my day in court. So they sent me some court papers from Northampton County Court Business Centre, and I immediately responded online. Didn't have to send anything through the post, but I sent a template letter which was similar to this one here, just saying that the debt is statute barred, and I've explained to the court that this claim is invalid. So that's all I need to do. If I've made that claim, it's now in BW Legal's court, the ball, and they now have to prove otherwise. It's not for me to have to prove anything. So I email BW Legal and say I've responded to the court papers, and I've defended it on the basis that the debt is statute barred. So I receive a letter shortly afterwards saying that they are now looking for the documentation, and as soon as they have the documentation they will be in touch. Now I receive a letter from the court to tell me that they now have received my defence. This is a defended claim, and the ball is now again in their court. BW Legal now have to prove that this is not statute barred, which I know they can't, because it is statute barred. So I await Lowell's or BW Legal's response, and a few weeks later I receive a letter, as I expected, from Lowell's saying the account is closed. They've reviewed the account and decided without any admission of liability to close it. See, the balance is now 0. Now, I knew this was going to be the outcome. They must have known this was a statute barred debt, yet they knew that if I hadn't defended this in court and if I hadn't responded, they would have simply won by default. Now that's the thing to remember. By not defending yourself, they just win. They win by default. So for everybody who defends themselves and wins, that's good for the likes of us. But for everyone who doesn't bother defending the court papers that come to them, you automatically lose. You automatically lose. You have to defend yourself against these parasitic companies. You must respond to any court papers and defend yourself. Many of these debts are unenforceable. Many of them, there's no hope of them collecting. That's why they offer you these big discounts at the beginning. So they tried it on, and Lowell's and BW Legal lost.